much.
There. Hello everybody, welcome into May 23rd, 2024, Thursday night. Ken Stott Live with the homies, the Zoom homies that is, the Zoom homies with Ken Stott Live. We already have joining us on the Zoom channel is Darren, Rich, Greg, Sam, Bill, Sin, and Chris Garrett. Hello guys.
Hello.
Hey.
From time to time I'm going to glance in there and try to catch a glimpse of the score.
I don't want to say hello.
Okay. Then don't. We can't force you. Hey, did you get my message on Messenger?
Yeah.
Any recommendations or?
Vinegar and dish soap. Mix it together, pour it all over it.
It'll kill it?
Vinegar will kill weeds, grass, plants.
Unclog your drains.
Yeah.
All right, so I said Thursday night recap of a Wacky Wednesday. As you all know, my drain had a clog Tuesday night, and they didn't get out here until Wednesday. There's two things that I do every day that did not happen at all yesterday. I'll give you guys about 5 minutes or so to see if you can figure it out. What's two things I do every day that did not happen yesterday?
Was it golf?
Was it physical?
One at a time. I can't understand multi-languaging. So, Greg, what's your guess?
You didn't golf and you didn't watch Doug.
Did not golf, and yeah, that's not correct. But those two things are factual. I did not golf, nor did I watch Doug. Next.
Dream.
Nope. I guess that could be three things, but two things. Nope, that's not it either. Sin?
Was it physical or mental?
Both.
That doesn't narrow it down for me.
Anybody else? Let's see if there's anything going on in chat. And it appears not to be.
Car and waxed it.
No. Nope. BH Ringer was, while you guys are contemplating it, BH Ringer was first with swing, batter. Tony Wallow was second. One Fish 26 was third. Darren was fourth. John Loy Sr. was fifth night. He must be off tomorrow. He rarely joins us on a Thursday night. Tony Wallow, our great guy, was sixth. He was making dinner steak-'em sandwich. Haven't had that in years. We had the most horriblest beef from Walmart tonight. It was thin slicely. We kind of figured it'd be much better than it was. It was absolutely horrible. John Williams says hello to everybody. Followed up with, did I take golfing lessons or am I just learning from YouTube videos? Oh yeah. I actually have not ever taken an official lesson. I had a friend of mine try to change the way I swing the golf club, and that went horribly wrong. Probably that's not ever going to happen. I'm pretty set in the ways that I swing the club. Darren says hello to Robert. Robert joined us. Oh, there he is. First from Tennessee. Didn't see that until just now. Tony is saying the audio is normal. And there's somebody bombing us. I don't think anybody's bombing us yet. We've been lucky, knock on wood, that that hadn't happened in a long while. So it's been 3 minutes. I'll give you guys a couple more minutes.
You poured more vinegar down your drain.
No, I did not. I let the plumbers. It took 3 technicians, by the way. We'll get to that in a minute. To unclog the drain. First guy walked in, looked at it, and said, "I have no idea. Let me call somebody. I'll get them out here today." And I really wanted to say, "You're doggone right, you will." Since I called last night, plenty of time to get someone out here. And then the other guy showed up, and right after that, another guy showed up. So, but they got it. The clean out for my house is underneath the kitchen sink, which is really weird. It's supposed to be within 3 feet of the 3 feet of the side of the house on the outside. It's not. It's underneath the kitchen sink. But it's all fixed now. They tried to do it from the drain out in the garage, and that got nowhere. And then they were like, "Well, we're gonna have to get in your crawl space and do this the hard way because you don't want us to have to do it from the toilet." I'm like, "No, I don't." And then the second guy that got here goes, "Well, let me take a look on your sink real quick." And as soon as he goes, "Right there's your clean out." So that solved that problem. All in all, it's about 45 minutes, $50. It's fixed. That's the good news.
So,
it's fixed.
Are they recommending redoing the clean out at some point? So it's where it's supposed to be, or?
They did not, and I did not ask. I would imagine. I'm going to get my son over here one of these days. I'm going to have him go under the house and go to the pipe that comes back in from the garage and trace it and see if it goes out anywhere. And if it does, then we'll start looking around that area in the ground.
Yeah, when you go getting somebody in to look at stuff, it can end up pricey.
That's why it's going to be my son.
Yeah, I'm having my roof repaired. I've got a stain in the ceiling in the dining room.
Oh, yeah.
And so there's a leak up there, and a couple things going on. One, the people who put my internet on the roof broke a pot full of tiles.
Mm-hmm.
I can't prove it. And they were not the only ones ever up there. The painter was up there a couple of years ago.
Right.
But that's not what caused the leak. It's just poor quality materials in the underlayment. The builders use cheapest stuff they can get away with.
Of course.
And I found where the leak was. The underlayment has shrunk, and it's pulled away from at least one spot where there was a nail and a washer holding it down. It's just dried up over the years. It's 24 years old now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm having about a 12-foot wide strip of my roof repaired. I'll take all the tiles up, put down new underlayment, replace the tiles, and then replace all the broken tiles in all the other spots that they found them.
Right.
To the tune of $2,500.
Yeah, I asked him to give me an estimate on repairing my bathtub problem that I have. $383 and I think it was 37 cents. I said, "No thanks, we'll pass. I'll live with it a little longer."
Well, it could have been worse. We had our place rotor-rootered out. They went through and went down. They removed one of the toilets in the master bathroom.
Right.
It's caused a mess.
Not bad.
Went down from there, and they rotor-rooted it from there, clear to the street. Bill was $500.
Jeez. Yeah, they said if they had to do that, it was $50. They said if they got to go through the toilet, it would be more, but they didn't say how much more. They did recommend a product, and he called it by name, but I don't remember the name. It's an enzyme. He said pour it down your sink every night, and that would prevent this from happening, as well as don't put hot grease down the drain. Not going to mention any names.
That's what I thought it was.
Yep,
Well,
the white stuff that I thought was styrofoam was not styrofoam. It was actually hardened grease.
Yeah.
Well, the second house we owned, second night we were in it, sewer line backed up.
Oh boy.
And it was, my wife tried to put some noodles down the garbage disposal, and that's always a bad idea. But it ended up, on down the line, there was a hard spot of grease from the last owners. And it took me 3 plumbing calls to get that fixed. Because they would auger it out, but you don't get all of it, of course. Then you run more hot water down the drain, it loosens it and plugs up another spot. Then you do that. And so it moved twice. The final time was after we were actually out of the house living in Vegas. and I had somebody else in it, and it backed up into the basement in the family room and ruined the carpet down there. So you put grease down a drain and we didn't do the grease. It was there when we bought the house.
Right.
And it took over 2 years and multiple attempts to get it all fixed.
So this
and
is
the rotor clear to the street permanently.
Yeah, I got a 30-day guarantee. If anything happens between now and 30 days from now, they'll come back out for free, which is only right. They wanted me to buy it. They had like 4 different packages. I said, no, I think that this is, just the basic thing will be fine. Wintermead says, no golf, no stream. Nope. That's already been guessed, but good guess. That is not it. Hello, Alex.
Hello.
Well, since this is family friendly, I won't tell you my guess.
Something that happens every day did not happen at all yesterday. 2 things.
That's why I like the
Didn't take Mrs.
spot
K
by
to work?
the sidewalk with in front of the house with a round stone on it, mark clean out.
No, I did take
I
Mrs.
got,
K.
I got a guess.
All right, what's your guess?
You did not nap today.
Well, number 1, you don't pay attention. Wait, I said yesterday. There were 2 things that I do every day that did not happen yesterday on Wednesday. And no, I did not take a nap today. I've been busy. I mowed the lawn and I trimmed all the weeds and the trees and everything in the world that needed to be done. And then I had to go to Walmart.
Well, I was partially right.
No, you're not even close to. What part of it was yesterday are you not comprehending? Do I need to put this in a foreign language?
Yes.
Hang on, babe. I need your translation skills for a moment. Yep. Sometime today would be good. Yeah, really, dear. I'm telling you.
Nighttime. It's not daytime.
I need you to look in that camera right there and translate for your cousin in Arkansas that doesn't understand that there were 2 things that didn't happen yesterday. He's thinking it was today. So look right there in that camera.
I see it.
and tell him in any language because he don't understand English.
The only, the only thing I can see right now is Alex white green up to the ears.
Okay, all I understood of that
Hi,
was
Alex.
Alex.
No offense made, okay? You're in good
I
shape.
know, but all of that I
Which side are
understood
you
was-
on? Mine or
All of that
his?
I understood with
I'm just
Alex.
telling him that he's fine.
I
Okay?
think he
You're
said.
not, you are not
I think he said something
right?
about
You are not
ears.
a-
I'm Zoe, Zach's girlfriend.
Then the one you couldn't wash dishes.
Oh, man.
Oh my gosh. No. All right, here are the 2 things that happened yesterday that happened every day except for yesterday. Every day I have a cup of coffee.
Said that.
Every day. Yesterday I had no coffee whatsoever. Every day I get on the internet at least once. Yesterday my computer was turned off Tuesday night and did not come back on until today. Those are the 2 things that I felt so bad yesterday. My blood sugar at one time hit 262 and then it started backing back down. I don't know what was going on. Mrs. K thinks I was stressed, which I probably was a little bit. But I don't know. Rarely in my life can I ever recall a day where I did not have a cup of coffee and for the last 3 years been on the internet or on the computer at least once that day. And it dawned on me late last night, those 2 things didn't happen. I've made up for it today with the coffee and I've made up for it today with the internet. I've been on the internet practically most of the day. I got up to
May I
watch
make an
Doug.
observation?
Sure, interrupt me. Go ahead. What's your observation?
Did you or did you not use the internet yesterday on your phone at any point in time, or on the TV at any
Did
point
I?
in time?
I was not on the TV. No. Did I or did I not say computer? If you didn't hear me
Well,
say
if you're
computer,
on-
put a 1 in chat.
Well, yes, but if you're
And
on
yes,
the
I think
internet-
I sent a
Computer.
grand total of 3 messages yesterday. 1 to you, 1 to the Zoom homies, and 1 to Mrs. K. But the phone in my I don't consider this the internet. I consider this the phone. So,
And
not
yes,
going to be
you're-
like. Go ahead, Jeff.
excuse me. The only way you would really be doing internet in a sense is you might count Facebook Messenger as going through the internet. A regular text message I wouldn't count as internet.
Yeah, I don't either. I guess
I
I've
mean,
got to
that's
be,
just
as
phone.
Doug says, more specific with my words. But yeah, coffee and no computer. Let's go with that. And yes, I am playing golf tomorrow morning. I am playing a super huge 7,200 yard course. I'm very much looking forward to it because I'm going to take a lot of my frustration out on that little white golf ball.
Have you played this course before?
Never in my life have I played this course.
Oh, that ought to be
The first
fun
time
then,
playing it.
actually.
Yeah, I googled it earlier today and looked and just to see what it looks like. I'm really looking forward to playing this course. It's got some bunkers. It's got some water hazards. It's got a lot of trees. It's got some dog legs. It's going to be a good challenge.
Gonna
Too
take
many
a
donuts.
cuss jar with you.
Do what?
Gonna take a cuss jar with you to put $1 in every time.
No. John Williams says a smartphone is a computer with a phone app. Yeah, more or less. Lately, I have not had that much swearing on the golf course. I've had a couple, which I'm down tremendously with that. But no, I think I'll be all right. I just
Just about every device these days can technically be considered a computer. Your game system's a computer, your phone's a computer, your router's a computer.
so I have to
Computer's a
get
computer.
specific and show my personal computer sitting right here. I sure hope I don't
I'm
have
just
the off
making,
and
I'm
on
just,
button.
I'm just making a technical statement. My TV is even a computer.
Can you search the web on your TV?
Technically, yes. Do I know?
You can search YouTube if that counts.
Yeah.
Which he's going to say technically that counts.
Well,
But-
yeah, it's like my
But
new
technic-
smart TV has an operating system called Web OS.
That's what my TV is.
John Williams is asking, do I put the divots back on the golf course? No. I don't take divots. That's one of the bad part of my game. I've never learned to hit a divot. Now, if I make a divot on the putting surface, yes, I fix those by using the little divot tool right here that we discussed the other night and fixing those. And on the course, I don't take divots. I need to learn how to take divots because that will tremendously improve my game. I'm what they call a sweeper. I sweep the ball up off the ground. And I've never, ever... If I take a divot... let me refresh it because Alex is going to correct me if I don't. Technically, I don't have divots. If I hit the ground behind the ball, it's, I guess, technically a divot. And yes, we repair those. It's frustrating to me to figure out how I hit sometimes a foot to a foot and a half behind the doggone ball, and I still send the ball down range. It's mind-boggling. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
So
I'm
if you
going to
went
say-
in more, you'd get more loft on the ball.
If I did not hit the ground a foot behind it, oh yeah, I would not only get loft, I'd get distance as well. If you think about it, here's the ball, and you're supposed to smack the ball with your club, but your club smacks back here, drags the ground, and then hits the ball. Well, you're lucky to get anything out of it.
So if you hit maybe, I don't know, a few inches behind the ball, 2 or 3, and up into the ball,
Yeah,
that gives you a divot, I guess.
yeah. Going back to what I believe it was John Williams that mentioned YouTube videos, you're supposed to not look at the ball when you hit the ball. You're supposed to actually look 2 to 3 inches in front of the ball, so that way you take a divot. I have tried and I can't do it. I just haven't figured out how to do it. So I'm content with where my game's sitting right now. But good question, John. Mrs. K is not going tomorrow. It's just going to be a two teams of 2 playing against each other. We're playing best ball, which means you play the better of the two. If I hit it 120 yards and Jake hits it 124 yards and he has a better lie, we'll play his ball. I enjoy that format. I've played it once already. It's a really fun format to play. Got two par fives on the front, two par fives on. Do what, Chris?
I was gonna tell Alex I got 10 terabytes up and down.
I was going to say an Alex, I was going to say an Alex statement about what you said about you sweat. At first, I thought you said you slept.
Who are you talking to, and
Sleeping.
what are you talking about?
You.
Hello, Steve and Tina. Haven't seen you in a
I'm
long
talking
while.
about what you said. I'm talking about
He
what you
can
said.
swear.
When? Like I said, I'm a sweeper. I sweep the ball off the ground. I don't
You
leave
said
divots.
you said you sweep. I thought you said sleep.
I'm about to make some co-hosts, and I got a real funny feeling you're going to be going to your favorite place in the world, and I took Tammy's picture out of there. Did it sound like I said... What did he think I
I'm a
said?
little hard of hearing, and I clearly heard sweet.
He's got soundbar issue.
He's got
It's
some
soundbar
kind of
again.
issues. I don't know what they are. What they are. It's like bowling. You must look at the arrows to have any consistency. Putting is that way, John. Putting is actually that way. They say you should not look at the hole. You should pick a target, pick your line and pick a target between the hole and the ball and make sure you hit that target. Why are the clocks both? I don't know. I just work here. Oh. Well, I didn't do it intentionally. Let's see if I can fix that. Hang on a second. This looks like the east side is messed up a little bit. Let's go see if we can fix that somehow.
What does it say about our powers of observation if I didn't notice?
Well, I'll tell you what happened. I mean, it's not an excuse at all, but I restarted. There we go. I restarted my computer a while ago. I've got a really cool Da Vinci project that I'm working on, and it's quite integral in the keyframing. Very, very integral. And I got it to work one time, and then I moved on to the next step, and it wouldn't work no more. So you're welcome, John. So I shut the computer down. I closed down Da Vinci. I saved it. I completely shut the computer off. Which at the time I had OBS set up. I had the Glock set up. I had Zoom set up. I had the chat box set up. I had everything set up. Stream was scheduled. Everything was good to go. But I was so frustrated I couldn't get this to work. I shut the computer down. And when I refired it back up, of course the clocks weren't there. Oddly enough, the pop-out chat was there and still working, which is, that can't happen, but it did. So I restarted the clocks, and on the monitor, they're correct. There's EDD and CDT, but when it went to OBS, I didn't notice it either. I did not. Poor Jason. Yeah, really. Until it was pointed out. So, and that's good. I mean, wish it had been pointed out a little sooner than 18 minutes into the stream, but hey, at least it got pointed out. And I think if I can get this project to work, I think you guys will really like it. I mean, it is really, really super cool. And I watched a tutorial on it, and now I'm trying to do it from memory, which is probably the problem. I probably need to go back and watch the tutorial again. Brantley FN says hi. Hello, Brantley FN. Don't believe I've ever seen you around here. Thank you for joining us on our stream. I'd like to, if you don't mind answering what brings you to the stream. Brantley FN has got 928 subscribers with 88 videos. He's been around, or she's been around a while. Oh, only since January 21st of this year. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Real impressive. Looks like a lot of shorts. Welcome to the channel. Yeah.
I tell you, yesterday I had my phone call with the place, with the assessment place, that I have to have a phone call or video call or something once a year to keep my waiver services, which is what allows my mom and dad to be able to get paid to do my daily care stuff.
Right.
And they threw me for a loop because they told my mom it was gonna be a video call. Well, the day before Tuesday, the lady calls me on the phone, calls me a normal phone call, and I think it's gonna. And because she calls me, I think it's gonna be a normal phone call. Well, she calls me on the phone that day, a normal phone call, and then she proceeds to tell me, I'm gonna send you the link, and so I'm gonna send you the link to your mom's email, and I'm like, no, don't send it to my mom's email. You don't have a camera on her computer. Send it to my email. And so they had me scattering around, running like crazy, trying to hurt and get my computer to where I get everything switched on and set up to do the video call with her, because they were those people are on a schedule and everything. It was like at like 3 o'clock, so before too long they was wanting to get off because the lady that did it was working from home anyway, so I don't guess it really would have mattered. But still, they failed to send me the link ahead of time and didn't tell me that it's going to be a video until just like 5 minutes before we be on the lesson. So I was.
It's supposed to be a mind reader.
But you got the video call out of the way, right? I mean, you were able to conduct it.
Yes.
That's all that matters. So what? I mean,
what it was. Yeah, I did it.
So they send it to your mom's email. She can't forward it to you on your computer, and you bring it up on your computer. It's got the camera.
Well, she could have. Well, that would have been another step, and I was already on the phone with the lady. So I was like, just send it to me, and but anyway, I get in there, and I forgot to turn off the Bluetooth on my phone. So every time I'd take the earbud, every time I disconnect the earbud to connect it to my computer, it would automatically reconnect to my phone because I forgot to turn the Bluetooth off on the phone. Because they're so close together, if I want to use the Bluetooth on the computer, I've got to turn it off on the phone, and vice versa. If I want to use it on the phone, I've got to turn it off on the computer, because otherwise they'll be trying to. Because I use the same
Sounds
earpieces on the
complicated.
phone and the computer.
So everything worked out good with the video call?
Yes, it's fine. It took about 30 minutes or so to do it. It's fine.
Good.
Except for the lady's picture that was doing it. Her video was a little bit pixely at times, but that was due to her internet connection. Whatever she's using for internet, because she was also on a laptop, probably on a Wi-Fi connection instead of being hardwired.
Did you ask her what her internet speed was?
No, I did not.
Did
Why
you
not?
offer to fix the pixelation for her?
No, I knew I couldn't. She probably they have Xfinity in Little Rock, so that's probably what she has is Xfinity cable.
No way of knowing. Did you think to ask her if there's any way you can travel outside the state of Arkansas? I'll take that as a no. Because right now you're restricted. You can't leave the state of Arkansas,
No.
right?
Well, she wouldn't have known that anyway because when the way they do these assessments is it's a third party. It's a company not affiliated with the company my mom works for. It's a third party. So she would not have known that anyway.
That's interesting.
She doesn't know anything. The people that do that don't know anything about me other than what we tell them, what they've gotten written
They
down
got
in
your
their,
record, don't
in
they?
their notes.
So what the woman that interviewed you yesterday, what she did? Report to the company that your mom and dad work for?
I don't know what exactly she does with it. After the call is over, I just know that it has to be done to basically recertify me to keep my services every year. It has to be done once a year.
Okay. We can talk about it after the stream ends, which is going to be here in just a few minutes
I mean,
anyway.
if people call don't have access to your file on records there.
No, they say in the email that she sent me with the link, they say that they don't store any patient medical, they don't store or transmit any patient medical information.
Hey, I'm going to wrap this
Whatsoever.
up real quick. I'm going to say the generic thank you to everyone on YouTube. I'll try to remember off the top of my head: Tony Wallow, John Aloy Sr., John Williams, Wintermute, Stephen Tina Jewell, what was his name? Brantley FN. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Hope you come back. Long Dog was there. I'll go back and look at his novels afterwards. Something about the drain pipe. Rick Lake showed up. I didn't even see Rick. He came in a little before 10, actually. That could be why I didn't see him. Robert was there. Darren was there. Greg was there. Thank you guys so much. One Fish 26 was there. And Batter BH Ringer was there. So thank you so much. I also want to thank the Zoom homies. Darren, Rich, Greg, Sam, Will, Sen, Jeff, Alex Cheek, and Chris Garrett. Thank you guys. If you want to join us on the Zoom panel, there is the email. Will be showing up in just a second across the bottom of your screen. Zoom is Z00M, not OO. The O's are zeros. That's confusing. K-Stout Z00M at gmail.com. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Anybody got anything before I go?